Can the Halloween franchise survive without Laurie Strode after Halloween? I haven't liked recently, just as a Michael Myers fan in general, is when I'm seeing people saying that after Halloween ends, Michael's never going to be on the screen again, the franchise is dead. It's my own fault for seeing those comments because I can't help but just constantly search Halloween and I end up going down rabbit holes that I regret going down. But the question of can Halloween do well after Laurie Strode is completely gone from the storylines and Michael needs a new target or timeline/storyline to go down? Will it survive? Will it still be doing well? And can it keep up with the other slashers at this time? One thing that's obvious to say is Jamie Lee Curtis has done an amazing job in the films that she's been in this franchise. In my personal opinion, I think Jamie Lee Curtis is the only one that can rival Neve Campbell as the best final girl of all time. As I said, that's a very personal opinion, but Jamie Lee Curtis is a horror icon, and the Michael Myers vs. Laurie Strode battle that we've had for all these years in films is, and I think always will be, such a special dynamic in film, especially for the horror fans. But while saying that, I am in the bandwagon of for Michael to keep going and for us to see loads more Halloween films. I think we do need to move on, and that's not saying that it's negative keeping Jamie Lee Curtis in it. I just think it'll be such a positive thing for the franchise if we move on, we get some new storylines, maybe a new character that can almost try, if they can, and fill that missing piece that will be there when Laurie Strode isn't there, you know? Michael and Laurie, they're like yin and yang. So moving forward, obviously I'm a Halloween fan. I always see that there's space for more Halloween films. I know there's so many more people like me that as long as Michael is on the screen, I'm gonna buy a ticket. But I am definitely rooting for an end to the Michael vs. Laurie timeline, like a real one that I'm satisfied with at the end of this, so we don't feel a need to bring her back. So we're happy to then let Jamie Lee Curtis go, and she can always look back and appreciate of what she did for the franchise. I think unless it's an anthology series that they're doing, we're not going to be seeing Michael on our screen after Ends for a good few years, which, while that's sad because this has been the only time I've been able to have 3 Halloween films where I've been able to go and watch them in cinemas and really enjoy them and talk about them on release with other people that love the franchise. I think given a good amount of time for us to get a whole new cast together, a new storyline and a new direction for Michael could be something amazing. As we know, Laurie wasn't in all the Halloween films before, and while in my opinion the ones she's in are the more stronger ones, there is places that they can pick up off. It doesn't have to be a new cast, it could be going back into a timeline and carrying on. We could pick up after Halloween 6, we could pick up after Resurrection. While I don't like Resurrection, and I hate that has to be canon if they were to do something with Laurie chopping his head off, but it's definitely a possibility and something that I would be interested in. You know, after watching Scream 5, I think the idea of a new cast excites me in Halloween. I think it's going to be something so fresh, and that's not to say as well that if they completely rebooted it I wouldn't enjoy it. I'd go give it a watch, but after Rob Zombie's one especially, and while Malcolm McDowell playing Loomis was different and entertaining to say the least, I really felt a gap in that Donald Pleasance obviously wasn't playing Loomis and Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't playing Laurie. I think it was good to give it a chance, and I'd like to think I'd give anything a chance in the Halloween franchise, but I'd rather see us get some new people in than recasting them and kind of doing the whole story over again, maybe with a few differences. So yeah, I definitely do think there's absolutely no reason for the Halloween franchise to go into hiding or not make a film for decades just because Laurie Strode's gone now. I think everything that is happening in the slasher genre with the Scream movies we're getting, Halloween Ends this year, I believe there's talks to make another 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films that will be coming to Netflix again. I think it's all exciting and part of moving on these franchises to keep them growing, evolving, and I hope it's something that everyone sees as a positive. And yeah, let me know what you guys think to the future of Halloween and